recording. Okay, so can you see this line, this like dark line that's going down the centre of the fish? That's the spine. So all you have to do with the filleting knife is cut down the spine as close as you can. So you need to kind of burst through the skin with the tip of the knife and then cut all the way down. You know, like you did with the chicken when we cut the chicken breast off and you cut down the backbone. So you're not cutting through any bones. What's underneath this going through the centre are the ribs. Did you hear that? That's the knife going over the ribs. So I'll do that again. Okay, my knife's not going to cut through them. My knife's going to go at an angle and it's going to cut across. So all you need to do is peel the flesh back just exactly like you did with the chicken breast, and then use the edge of your knife, the tip of your knife, to cut under, and you're just kind of like cut in a pocket, and you're going to go to the edge, and I'm going to cut down a bit further over here because I don't want to miss out on this flesh, because that will all be fish. So I'm going to hold it up in a second so you can see. So you just keep going a little bit at a time, make sure your fingers and thumbs are nowhere near. So if I just hold that up to you, can you see the rib cage? Yeah? So my knife has just glided across the rib cage. I've not had to cut through any bones, it's not been too difficult. All I need to do now is just burst my knife through, cut up, like that, and then I can cut down. And then I've got one fish fillet with the skin on, and I'll show you how to de-skin it later. So that's one. So I'll just place it on my blue tray, and now you can see my fish has got one of the fillets removed. So I do exactly the same the other side now. So I find where that backbone is, I just burst down through the skin because the skin is quite tough. I'm going to cut all the way down as far as I can go until I can feel the ribs again. And then what I can do if I want to, because I'm right-handed but my left hand is over here, if I turn the fish around, I can now do it exactly the same way, where I was just pulling back the fish fillet so that I can see what I'm doing and I'm not having to hold it really awkwardly. So again, I'm just pulling it back. I'm just going to open that bit up. I'm trying to get as close to the rib cage as I can. Some of you won't be able to the first time. You might have a little bit of waste, and that's okay. And some of you did that with your chicken as well. Some of you had chicken left on the carcass, and it's okay, it's the first time you've done it. So again, I'm just doing the same thing, as close to the edge as I can get, and now I'm just going to burst my knife through, cut down, fingers nowhere near at any point. And now I've got my second fillet. So that's one fillet, two fillet. So now I hold it up. You can see the rib cage again on both sides. And now I'll just turn it over and do exactly the same thing. So you can see the backbone, like the spine is going down, and I'll just show you again. You see that line there? So that's the line that you're going to cut down against. So again, so just lay it down, cut as close as you can, burst through the skin. Some students find the underneath slightly more difficult because it's a little bit flatter, but it's okay. Let me just dry my hands. So I'm just going to pull that back exactly the same and just repeat the process, and that's it. And you just do it 4 times. And you end up with 4 fillets. The carcass of the fish goes in the bin. We'll de-skin the fillets. I'm going to turn around the fish again, remember, that it's on my side. So if you're left-handed, you'd have it the other way, but it's easier for me to pull it back. If you can hear the ribs like you can with mine, it means that your knife has gone nice and close to the bone, which means you've taken off as much of the flesh as you're capable of doing, which obviously means more to eat. And you can go up a little bit further, there's more flesh up here. I'm just going to cut that down. Off. So 4 fillets, fish. Literally see the light going through the rib cage now because it's come off, and I'm just going to show you how to de-skin. So to de-skin it, we've got the skin here. We don't want to eat the skin, we want to take the skin off. So all you do is place it down, hold on to the end of it, angle your knife towards the chopping board. Can you see how I've angled that at an angle but towards the chopping board? I'm holding on to the edge of it with my fingers, and now I'm just shimmying across. I'm not cutting down, so I don't want to cut it off. I'm just using the knife to glide it. Then this is fillet without the skin. So what you can do is you can get a real good grip of it, and notice my knife is still angled towards the chopping board. And then that's a de-skinned fish fillet, and that's the skin. So that bit now is a lovely bit of white fish that you can put in batter, deep fat fry, and you've got quite a large chunky fish finger. Okay, if you're doing fish nuggets, you could cut that into 3 and batter them into little bite-sized fish, and you just do it to all 4. So the skin goes in the bin, your fillets are de-skinned. I'll take a photograph of your filleting, a photograph of your de-skinning, and then we'll be able to bag it up. So again, knife at an angle towards the board, pulling the skin from underneath, and then I've got my fish fillet and my skin's removed.